Hi, and thank you for the adjudicators who have given me an opportunity to deliver our debate for today. My name is JOCELYN KRISTANTI, and I'm representing SMAN1 PADANGSIDIMPUAN. And on our debate for today, I'm representing the government's team on the motion of this House will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. In our world that we are living in right now, out of all plastic waste, only less than 10% of them made it to recycling process. Adding to that, in our country that we are living in, Indonesia, has one of the lowest recycling rate country in the world, with 11 million kilograms of waste, and 9 million kilograms of them are unmanaged every single day. We can see the effects of dumping our waste to our environmental and circular economic matter. This happens due to irresponsible actions of individuals and organizations not managing their waste and the ignorance of our people not caring to pick up scattered waste on our environment. And with that, this House will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. And before I start, I would like to deliver some lines and definitions on our motions for this debate so that our debate could run logically and not out of context. First off, criminalize. Criminalize is an activity of turning someone into a criminal offender by making their activities illegal. Second off, individuals. On this debate, the word individuals are limited to the country we're living in right now, Indonesia, so only limited to Indonesian citizens. Third off, organizations. Organization is an organized body of people with a particular purpose. This debate will not talk about international franchise organizations and are only limited to local organizations due to international policy that are not meeting our terms. And lastly, recycle. Recycle is converting waste into reusable matters. And without further ado, I will begin our argument by delivering two main arguments. Number one, high rates of waste in our country, and number two, lack of discipline. Number one, this House will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle because of high rates of waste in our country, leading to environmental pollution. It is not difficult to see that in Indonesia, we have a high rate of environmental pollution. Water pollution, air pollution, and soil pollution is the main problem. All of these are caused by waste that are managed properly by individuals and organizations in our country. This irresponsible dumping towards our environment could lead to drain blockage, cloudy air, and polluted land. Further misleading actions can cause natural disasters such as flood, avalanche, and barren forest. We can see that our environment is already on a terrible condition due to waste that are managed properly. This waste could be both organic and inorganic, have this chemical material in them that can cause bad for either water and soil, and unmanaged pollutions can cause smell and causing air pollution, and etc. And with that, it is easy to conclude that waste that are managed properly in our country lead to so many pollutions that it can lead to natural disaster. One way to manage our trashes properly is by recycling, turning them into a matter that we can actually use. And this can also not only bring good to our environment, but also to our circular economic matter. Because this reusable materials is something that we can use for our economy, it's something that we can export, something that we can use as our countries, as our Indonesian local resources that can bring good to our country. And with that, it is easy to conclude that this House will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle, knowing how bad it can cost to our environmental and how good it can actually bring to our economic matter. And then number two, lack of discipline. We can see that, let's be honest over here, our country has a low rate of discipline in our people. We can see this by our reactions toward, let's say, omnibus law. We're creating such a huge fuss out of something that is a huge matter in our country, but the way we are dealing with that problem isn't so disciplined. We're causing fusses here and there, and it's actually doing harm to people that aren't involved in this matter. And with that, we can see that we are in such a low rate of discipline that we need to criminalize such actions. This is also related to not recycling. From my first argument, we can see that not recycling can lead to environmental problems, environmental pollutions, natural disaster, and recycling can actually bring good to economic matter so that we can sell it and bring good for our countries. And with that, let's take Singapore as an example. They criminalize people who do not manage their trashes properly. And we can see by that they have such a clean environment that we can use as an example for our country. We can criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle, and with that we can slowly see the progress in our country to be as clean or maybe even cleaner than Singapore. And with that, I believe that this house would criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. And as a conclusion, I believe that we should do such actions because not recycling can lead to a huge problem that we can already see right now. Indonesia has a low rate of recycling and a higher rate of environmental pollution, higher rate of natural disasters. And recycling can actually make these trashes into a reusable matter, reusable material that we can use to sell, to export to outside overseas countries. And we can see here that criminalizing individuals and organizations is one way to make all of these goods happens and all of these bads reducing due to the lack of discipline in our people. And with that, it is easy to conclude that this house will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. Thank you.